Hey there, future game changers. Welcome to my channel, the ultimate destination for breaking free from the chains of conventional wisdom. If you're ready to level up your life, you're in for a treat because today we're diving deep into the secrets they never taught you in school.
So you finally got your degree, you're holding your golden ticket to freedom, your golden ticket to riches. You're standing there with a bunch of other graduates who also just got their golden ticket to freedom, to abundance, to prosperity. Now you embark on a journey of finding a job. If you're not one of those lucky ones that were handpicked by companies before graduation, now you have to go and look for a job. But wait, you need a resume to get a job. Where is the resume class in school? They didn't teach you how to design a resume, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't teach you how to be in an interview, did they? No, they didn't. Where are those classes? Where are those hardcore skills that one needs to survive in this world? Where are the real world skills in school? Nowhere to be found. Now you go through endless templates of resumes trying to find one that's best suited for the job that you're trying to land. But how do you know the difference between a good resume and a bad resume? You've never designed a resume before. You've never taken a resume class. How would you know if it's a good one or a bad one? You finally find the resume that will get your foot in the door of the gatekeepers, the recruiters. But sadly, you're met with rejection. A bunch of, unfortunately, emails fills up your mailbox. And a friend suggests that you go to one of those recruiter sites. I call them the gatekeeper sites. Where if you have a profile, it's easy for them to detect you and it's easy for them to go through your resume before they call you in for an interview. And finally, you get an interview. But now you're a graduate, you need transportation money, you need decent clothes, and you need money for food on the way. But who cares? No one cares. No one cares that you have to take 3 taxis to get to the interview with people holding on to dear life. No one cares that you have to borrow money from people for you to get to the interview. No one cares if you come from an unprivileged family. They don't care. They want you to make it to the interview regardless of where you come from or where you hail from. Because if you don't make it to the interview, they'll give the job to one of the other candidates. You start going to interviews, and the more interviews you go to, the more skills you develop in how to maneuver around interview questions. And after 1,000 interviews, transport money, clothes, food, then finally you land a job. Great, right? What now? Your family is happy, your friends are happy, everyone around you is happy that you finally landed the job. But you don't have transport money, you don't have furniture money, you don't have decent clothes, you don't have food money. Where are you supposed to get this money? You get into debt so that you can pay all your bills in the first month. First paycheck, guess what? It goes to all those bills. Second paycheck goes to all those bills. By maybe the 5th or the 6th paycheck, now you're on your own. Now you've paid up all your bills, now you've paid up all your debts, and now you are working towards financial stability. So now you've reached financial stability, and guess what? Now you realize that the daily commute is making you late and your boss is on your neck every day about being late for work. But he doesn't understand that you have to take 3 taxis for you to get to work. You have to take the subway to get to work. You have to lift from people to get to work. He's comparing you to some random John Doe who lives 5 minutes away from the office, and he is there at the office 1 hour earlier than you. Somehow that makes you lazy, that makes you not willing to work, that makes you not serious about the job. You spend your first couple of paychecks on getting out of there, paying all the debt that you had to accrue when you first got the job. Now you got an apartment next to work, which is beneficial because now you don't have a reason for you to be late to work anymore. A couple of months pass and now you realize that this salary is not enough and you've been played. But there's nothing you can do because you're a graduate. You came in on an entry-level graduate position. And you can't ask for a raise in the first year. But wait, did they not promise that if you get your degree, go to school, get your degree, graduate, get a job, you'll be successful? 1 year has passed and you go to your boss for a raise. And guess what? He reads you a script and he says, firstly, you are a graduate and you don't have enough experience and you need to outperform everyone else for you to get a 10% increase next year. So you spend another year trying to outperform yourself, trying to outperform your colleagues, trying to be the best because they promised that if you get your performance up, then and only then will you get a salary increase. And guess what? A year passes and maybe you get the 10% increase. Or he tells you the same story again. You don't have enough experience. You need to perform more than everybody else for you to get a 10% increase. You see where the story is going. What is wrong here? You put your life on the line to be the best, to outperform yourself, to outperform their standards so that you can get an increase. And you get nothing in return. And maybe you might get a 10% increase or even a 5% increase for a salary that cannot get you through the month. The problem started in school. The whole schooling system is a facade. It's a fugazi to get you in a rut, to get you in the rat race. Go to school, go to varsity, graduate, get a job, get married, have kids, and guess what? The kids go through the same system. Why? Because the machine needs employees. That's a story for another day about why everything about the schooling system is wrong. Go to YouTube, type where does the schooling system come from and how was it invented? If you're one of the lucky ones, you likely came across the fundamental blocks of finance and wealth creation if you chose the commerce route. If you didn't, stick with me and I'll show you. The reason why they didn't teach you about wealth acquisition and wealth creation is because they want you to live paycheck to paycheck. They want you to blow your salary so that you're always dependent on your job, so that the system and the machine always has employees to work in their factories, to work in the offices, to work in each and every integral part of the organism. They programmed you with their TV, the mass media programming machine. They show you all these fancy lifestyles of people living a nice life because of their jobs. They show you a guy driving to a job, doing interviews, finally getting the job, being able to buy a house, being able to buy a car, being able to get married and sustain their family. That's what they show you on the mass media programming machine. And guess what? The hardcore skills, the skills and the path that you need to take to be successful, to be abundant, to be wealthy, to have the life that you want, they paint it as this bad thing. They paint it as evil. They program you to think that starting your own business is hard or you'll fail because so many businesses have failed. So you have this crippling fear that keeps you paralyzed, unable to go anywhere but to a job. They program you to believe that rich people are evil so that you never aspire to be one of them, so that you can continue slaving away at one of the factories of the machine because you don't want to be labeled evil when you're driving down a busy street with your Lamborghini Aventador with the top down on a random Wednesday afternoon, living your best life. So what skills didn't they teach you and where can you acquire them? Skill number one, you have to know how to budget your money. Your budget helps you to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. And if you know how much money is coming in, you know how much money you can spend. Your budget ensures that you don't spend money that you don't have and you don't spend money on meaningless Gucci bags, Louis Vuittons, and all that fancy stuff. And if you want to know how to budget, go to YouTube, type in how to budget my monthly income. Skill number two, you have to have an exit plan. You're not going to work Monday to Friday, clocking in and clocking out your whole life. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to build capital so that you can fund your business, so that you can fund your dreams. You need to know how much time you're willing to spend at one of these factories of the machine. And you need to know how much money you need to last you 6 to 12 months outside of the machine. Where do you get the exit plan? YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in how to leave my 9 to 5 and start my own business. There are tons and tons and tons of videos that show you how to do it, of people that have done it and shown you that it is possible to leave your job and be successful outside of the machine, outside of the matrix. Number 3, you need a high income skill. School didn't teach you any high income skill because they need you to be part of the slave force of the machine. So you have to acquire a high income skill. A high income skill will allow you to go anywhere, anytime, wherever you want. You can take your family with you. You can have more time with your family. You can buy things without the slightest thought. That's what a high income skill brings. Now you might ask, where will you get this high income skill? You guessed it, YouTube. Go to YouTube right now and type in, what high income skills can I learn today that are going to lead me to financial freedom, to financial abundance, to wealth and prosperity? These are just 3 of the skills that you need to become financially independent, to become financially free, to build wealth, to have a prosperous life, and to have abundance in your life. I've already given you a golden nugget. If you missed it, YouTube. There's a vast amount of information and knowledge on YouTube that you can get for free. All you need is just a laptop or a phone, an internet connection, and some time. If you found this video enlightening, please hit the like and subscribe button and comment, and hit the notification bell also, so that you don't miss any videos that I upload. Stay tuned for our next episode. Until next time, this is your host, Kralo Faith. Keep hustling, keep moving, keep pushing, stay on the grind, and stay hard.